Hello. Got some questions. We're going to answer them, I think.
Yeah, these were the questions that were specific to us. So we're going to answer them in a video. Okay, here's the first one.
Okay. Ross, how would you describe love? Pretty much like this.
Is that just physical form, or is
Yeah.
just ice cream in general is what love is?
This thing in general. I mean, this thing specifically. I'd describe it as a feeling towards another thing, object, person, activity, anything. Where the thing inspires you or makes you happy, and pushes you and makes you have fun and makes you feel happy and stuff like that. It's just the feeling that you get from something that's really great.
Mm. So he's not in love with me.
Next one.
Next question. Okay, so this is from Little Lee
Oh,
Vivian.
that one from Anonymous?
That was anonymous, yeah.
Right.
Little Leah Vivian, or Little Lee Vivian, something like that. She says, okay, so if the other person would be the opposite gender, would you still love him, her? Like, what would you do if she would be a man all of a sudden? Would you still date her? And then I guess vice
I
versa.
wasn't listening, I was looking at the name.
Basically, if... I guess this is assuming that we start out as we are, and then all of a sudden we're the opposite gender.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it'd be fine, wouldn't it? What do you mean when I turn into a lesbian?
No, like, okay. I'm going to take it as if we're dating right now. Well, because then it says all of a sudden. So I'm going to take it as we're dating, and then you turn into a girl. Not like magically. I guess if you just...
If I decide?
Yeah. No, because that's different. If you decide, then it's going to be more emotional. But if
Okay,
you're
if I
just
wake
a
up,
girl...
I've got tits.
I don't know. It's hard because it's like... On the one hand, I know Ross, and I love Ross, but, like, you can't take away the fact that physically you love the person too. You know, like, physically I love...
We can be best friends.
The way he smiles. Physically, I know... You do love physical, as much as it's not the most important. Physical... You fall in love for the person physically as well, so I don't know. That's a tough question.
I feel like you'd just be best friends.
Yeah.
Cause,
I hope that doesn't sound bad.
I think relationships are best friends, but then you're attracted to them, so...
Right. And I don't think it's anyone's
away.
fault if all of a sudden you're not attracted to the thing you're never attracted to, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not attracted to girls and he turned into a girl, I don't think it's my fault if I didn't just date him.
But it's the same question to say if we're going out and you suddenly wake up and you think, wow, I'm not attracted to him anymore. Then we're not going to be best friends, are we?
Yeah. So I don't know. But if it started out that way, then I think, yeah, we would just be best friends because neither of us are attracted to the other gender.
Uh-huh.
The same gender that we are.
Exactly.
I hope that's okay.
What do you mean I hope that's okay?
I don't know if that sounds bad. Like,
no. It's your
Okay.
opinion.
This is from Anonymous. Did the distance seem daunting at the beginning of your relationship?
I
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we were just like, we're dating. Oh shit, we're apart 3,000 plus miles. Didn't come in.
The first time I thought about it was when I came to book in the flight and looking at the price.
Holy shit, did it cost me $1,200 to see you?
I'm in too deep now.
Yeah. Is she really worth it? Okay, we'll try. I didn't think about it.
I didn't think about it.
It wasn't
at
even
all.
a thought. The only thought was, I want him to date me. Okay, we're dating. Now we're together. My initial thought was just, oh, Skype is our relationship. Like, until he came 8 months into our relationship, Skype was just the normal, and I didn't even think about it. But I thought about it when he left, and then I was like, oh, this is what's going on.
Well, that's the thing is, we Skyped for about 14 hours.
Yeah, every day.
Most days.
Yeah.
We
Especially because...
Skyped every day, but it was
Yeah.
long hours.
Yeah.
Most days. And then as soon as I visited you and then went back home, it immediately was extremely difficult for me to Skype you that long.
Yeah.
Because I I don't know. And it became so difficult. And I mean,
because it's like once you know how it is, then it's like, wait, you're not with me. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me.
Not on my ice cream.
On your ice cream. So I don't think, definitely not at the beginning. At the beginning, it was just this excitement of dating and not even thinking about it. Like, honestly, when he first, actually, before he asked me out, he did send me this question, like, would you ever date someone long distance? And I was like, oh, that's cool hair. And then I was like,
Yeah, cute.
So so before he asked me out, he asked me that question, but I still didn't even think about it. If that makes sense. Like, it was still just not a thought. I don't know. It wasn't a thought in the beginning at all, for sure. That's a really high bun. Whatever. Okay. So, yeah, you eat there, right? But, like, after we left our first visit, then we were like, okay, this is happening. And I guess when he booked his first ticket.
No, it was a joke, really.
This is anonymous as well. For your video, what sort of gifts do you buy each other? Also, do you prefer England to New York City or vice versa, and why?
Just for you, I guess.
No?
Well, I prefer it much to you.
I guess. So we'll answer that first.
No, I much prefer New York City. It's much more better. Terrible grammar, but it's much better.
I prefer, I think going to England for like a bit of time is always nice just because it's like a vacation for me because I'm getting away. Like when he comes here, it's not really vacation unless it's the summer. But so England feels like that nice vacation. But once we spent our 3 months together here, this has just felt like the place to be together. Like when it comes to us, I think we have the most fun here because we like to bike and we like to go to all these places and do all these things.
Kiwi.
By the way, when we're filming this, we have to leave for the airport in 2.5 hours. So I can't believe we're not crying. I cried earlier. And then what sort of gifts do you buy each other?
Anything.
We buy each other mostly things that aren't sentimental. More so like what we know each other wants, though.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, I don't buy you, like, a keychain that says love you or anything. I'll buy you, like, posters of your favorite movies. Or
just got me my...
That's anniversary specific, though.
Yeah, she got me, like, do they know?
No, I didn't. We'll make a picture post.
Yeah. It's a book with, like, loads of pictures from our summer trip. Like, and, like, loads of little annotations and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really cute. And a picture of us.
Yeah, but in general, I don't even want to say that, because in general, it's gifts that, again, are, like, what
Christmas
we know he
and
wants.
Birthdays
Like,
and stuff, I just...
Christmas and birthdays are gifts that each other wants, generally. He'll buy me clothes and, like...
A piano.
Mascara. And a piano. Yeah, and I'll buy him, like, I bought him a camera, because he's a filmmaker. Bought him, like, GoPro.
Oh, right. I didn't even think about it.
I bought him movie posters. I bought him a mug that he wanted that was a TV character and stuff. So just things like we know each other wants mostly.
Yeah.
It's not like, because I see a lot of couples that are just like, here's your birthday gift. It's a teddy bear that says I love you. That's not what we do unless it's like a Valentine's Day or like anniversary. Otherwise we're buying things that we know each other wants.
There's 4 teddy bears
over
there.
5 teddy bears that say I love you. And the sign I love you. But those are, again, Valentine's Day and my birthday. Or whatever. But that's not like the gift.
Yeah.
Just a little side thing. And then last one, anonymous. How does it feel to know that you found someone so special, so out of the blue? Does it make more special that you met the way you did? Would you change it if you could?
Probably. If I could just never have met you.
It would have been better if we never met.
That'd be pretty good.
I have 2 answers to this. One, get out of my room.
Yeah.
No. 1. Okay, so does it make it more special that you met? Would you change it if you could? So we met on Tumblr. Would you change it if you could? I have 2 responses to this. 1, no, because I think meeting there, I'm like the most shy person, so the way that we met meant that we could completely get to know each other, and it wasn't about the physical, and it wasn't about the awkwardness of like being shy and stuff. It was completely like typing and eventually Skyping every day, but initially it was just text. So we really got to know each other, and I think 8 months, because we didn't meet for 8 months, having 8 months of just Skyping and talking
got you comfortable.
solidified the relationship. And yeah, that's why I said one time, like, when we met, even though I was like nervous, I didn't feel like he would just leave me if I looked different because we had 8 months to really bond, really emotionally.
Yeah.
But the other sense is, if I could change it, and I could change other situations, as in like if I could change it so he lived in New York from the start, but I knew we would meet, I would prefer that because then we wouldn't have to go through a freaking visa process.
Then I'd be American and not English.
Yeah, and this bun is really it's having its own moment right now. Like, what is going on?
And I wouldn't change it because like I don't know, if we met in person, I'm probably
You're gonna be mean as a joke.
no. I don't think I think because I get nervous when I first start speaking to people or whatever.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like I come off not very likable until I get to know someone. So if it was just like a random meeting and you just sort of like were speaking to me, I probably would have come off like a douchebag. Not like a dick, not like a
know-it-all.
No, not like a pompous sort of arrogant. I don't know. I just maybe the things I said would have been a little bit like I just said them nervously and it.
I wouldn't have understood it yet.
Mm.
And I would have been so shy that we wouldn't have joked or gotten to know each other at all because I wouldn't even spoke to him. So the fact that we got to talk initially through, writing meant that we could properly get to know our interests right away, make the jokes comfortably, and then move on to Skype, which helped as well. So it was definitely a good thing in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then how does it feel to know that you found someone so special, so out of the blue?
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I
didn't think I'd ever date anybody because I'm so shy.
Oh.
I didn't. I barely had guy friends, even though I feel like I get along with guys better. But I barely spoke to them because I'm so shy. So even though I wasn't looking for this to happen, it was definitely nice that it did.
It was very, very, very nice.
And then the fact that he was perfect was just better. Screenshot.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So random
Random.
that you would find someone so amazing.
Tell me when that happens.
I will do. I'll give you a text.
Things. And that's all. The one specific to us. Thank you. And now we're going to film a video answering your questions, although you didn't need to know that.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.